Now, let's see if you are intelligent enough to answer this question. Let's pretend I have quite a bit of an overstride. That is, I land too far in front of the body, like this. And as you know, you should avoid excessive overstride since it makes you less energy efficient and can cause various types of running injuries. Instead, we want to land more under the body, under the hip, under the center of mass. Here, not over here. Now, let's pretend I overstride quite a lot. Does this mean that my stride length is too long? So that if I take shorter steps with increased cadence, my overstride will decrease? Think about it. Do longer steps, a longer stride, cause more overstride than shorter steps? We can look at what it looked like when a runner did a test at my place. There wasn't a huge change in cadence, but in one test he took 168 steps per minute, and in the other test he took 170 steps per minute. Higher cadence means shorter strides. As bonus knowledge, I can tell you that, as you might suspect, if you know anything about physics, the increase in cadence resulted in less vertical displacement. That went from 87.3 millimeters to 79.7 millimeters. That's about 3.4 inches to 3.1 inches. Reduced vertical displacement of his center of mass due to the higher cadence costs less energy, and that's a good thing. But did the higher cadence result in less overstride? No, it didn't. Quite the opposite. He had significantly more overstride with the slightly higher cadence. I'll say that one more time. He had shorter strides, but more overstride. I will now exaggerate this to make a point. Here I have an extremely low cadence, which makes me take very long strides. But did these long strides result in me overstriding? Let's check the numbers. No, I don't. I land at a good place in relation to my center of mass. Here I run at the same pace as before, but I take very short steps. Let's look if these short strides made me land more under my center of mass. No, I overstride a lot more when I had really short steps. I am absolutely not saying that it is in any way good to run like this. And indeed, longer strides, that is having a lower cadence at a given tempo, can definitely result in more overstride. What I am saying is that I very often hear people say that if you have a long stride, you increase the risk of overstride. And that if you just shorten your stride, take shorter steps, you automatically decreases the risk of overstride. They are wrong. You can have a very low cadence and therefore have very long strides and still land very well under the body with no overstride at all. And you can increase the cadence and take relatively shorter steps in centimeters and inches, but still have more overstride than at a lower cadence when you have longer strides. Now, feel free to share this video with anyone who keeps insisting that all runners who overstride should take shorter strides, because that always results in less overstride. And if you want to see more videos like this, I hope you can click like and maybe even subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new videos. And if you want to know more about efficient running technique, how it works, so you can run faster and longer without spending more energy, I think you should check out my online course. You'll find everything about that in the description below. See you in the next video!
Someone said, "Oh, what a nice picture from my race. I'm going to print it on canvas and put it above the sofa in the living room."
you.